Abby here with Scrappin' Abby, and welcome back for another Craftmas project for all of you ladies. So for this one, I'm going to be altering this tall styrofoam cone. I ended up having to buy this from Walmart because my Dollar Tree only has the ones that are like this tall. So this cost me like $5. I'm like, ugh, really? Because I know I can get them at the Dollar Tree, but mine doesn't have them this tall. But that's okay. So I'm going to be using this as a tree for some decoration in my home, and the base of it is going to be covered with some of this chalk paint, which I got from I almost said Michael's, from Walmart quite a while ago in the clearance section, and it's just a hazelnut paint, so I'm just going to use it because I think it's a little bit thicker than my smaller, you know, folk art bottles of paint. So I hopefully will only have to do one coat, and I'm just going to be using this one of these cheapo foam brushes. Once that's dry, I'm going to be covering it with some of this burlap. Now, the reason why I'm going to paint it then cover it is because you can still see the white cone through this burlap, and I don't really want to put like 2 or 3 layers on this one because I don't want to waste my burlap like that, because I can get away with just doing one, but you can see the white through there, so I don't want it to do that. So that's why I'm going to cover in that kind of darker brown. And then and this is a remnant from Walmart as well that I've shared before, and I'm going to be using a combination of some different plastic beads and some glass beads. So I wish I had this in cream, but I accidentally ordered this and it's white, which is fine. It'll work because there are some white pearls in the mix, but I kind of really wanted the pearl, but that's okay. Or ivory. But so I'm going to be using some of this pearl strand here. I love this stuff. And it's also what I used on my feather, 2 purple feather shabby chic trees I made. And then the glass beads, this is from Walmart again, and this is what the packaging looks like, just so you can find it if you're looking for it. And they have all different kinds of color color mixtures. But I love this one. I love the cream, the ivory, the white, and there's like a soft pink and kind of a champagne, and then gold and silver. So I'm going to be using a combination of all of those different colors and sizes on the burlap tree. And then these are something I picked up from Michael's when they were well, I think their holiday stuff is still 50% off, but I bought this like even before Thanksgiving, and I had a 25% off coupon after that, so I got these really super cheap. I would have grabbed at least 2 or 3 of each package, but they only had 1 of each at the time. So I'm hoping that once Christmas is over, or it gets closer to Christmas, I can go back in there and get a couple more of these, because these are great to use all year round, not just for Christmas time. And this particular gold one here has little pine cones in there, so if you want to use these for flower stamens and you don't want the pine cones, you can just easily snip those off and then use the pine cones for something different. Now, I don't know if I'm going to use both of these, the silver and the gold, because that gold and silver and champagne color mix is in this together. I mean, it's all mixed into that bead selection, so I might use both or might just use one. I haven't decided yet. That's all kind of the creative process for me. It just I have it in my brain what I want it to look like, and kind of that process is adding things that I don't show you in the intro of my videos, or sometimes pulling some things away that I did share, just to kind of make it look like that final project. So I'm going to make this a complete process video, and I will be doing a voice over to let you ladies know what I'm doing. If I'm able to do that. Otherwise, yeah, I will be able to do that. That won't be a problem. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Now, for my adhesive, I'm going to use just some hot glue to put down the little different strips of the burlap that I'm going to be using. And then if I need something other than hot glue, I will probably, actually I think I'm going to just use hot glue, because that'll be the fastest and easiest thing for me to do. Otherwise, I might use my Beacon 3-in-1, which I don't have on my craft table. But yeah, my Beacon 3-in-1 glue. So we'll kind of see. I'll hold it up to the camera like this if I use my Beacon 3-in-1. So I'm going to go ahead and get my table ready, get my craft mat down so I can go ahead and start painting this, and I will see you ladies at the end of the video. See you in just a little bit. Okay ladies, so what I'm doing here is I'm getting my hazelnut chalk paint ready. I'm just repurposing some packaging, which is something that I think everybody should do, because it's just kind of a great way to recycle those kinds of items. And I'm just going to pour it down onto that piece of packaging. What you're going to see me do is start to use the foam brush, and I didn't like how it was covering. It was like soaking up into the brush more than the actual piece of styrofoam, so I switched brushes, and I'm using this one that I purchased from Finnabair. It's from Prima. I bought it on Amazon. If you want to know the direct link, please comment below and let me know.
and I'm more than happy to post that link for you ladies if you would like that information. So what I'm doing is just kind of covering this as well as I can and kind of pounding it in, and you can see now that it's dry, it kind of gives a really nice coat overall. Now I changed my mind on how I wanted to layer the burlap, so it wasn't really necessary for me to cover it with that paint, but since I already had it done, I just moved ahead with this different idea I had. I kind of played around with how I wanted the burlap to drape, and there I'm just showing you the width. I wasn't trying to measure, I just measured it just in case somebody wanted to specifically know what the width was that I used on that, or what I cut mine to. So what I'm doing here is just, I'm basically hot gluing one end to the other. I'm creating this tube kind of a thing, and I'm going to do that for all the different strips that I cut, and you'll see in the next clip where I start to put them onto the styrofoam tree. I didn't think you wanted to watch me do this for like, 10 strips, so thought I'd spare you ladies that. Okay, and there are all the different strips, and I went ahead and got most of the tree done just so I wasn't making you ladies too bored with watching the repetitiveness of this. And you can see how I'm doing it. I'm just putting hot glue onto the cone itself, and I'm just kind of layering it, kind of like I'm doing like a little bit of a wave, I guess you want to call that kind of pattern. I'm not sure, I can't articulate properly what I want to say. As my luck has it, I'll think of it as soon as I stop recording. And so I'm just finishing off the last pieces here, and then when I get to the end, what I did, I don't think I filmed it, is I just took a piece of the burlap and I laid it flat. That way I had a nice flat surface for the top of my tree, so when I went to put my decorations on the top, meaning the glass beads and some of the burlap fray, then it would lay down there nicely. It wouldn't be all wobbly and kind of wonky too much. So I'm just kind of finishing up the end there, and then of course I'll keep the scraps burlap for another project down the road. So always keep your scraps, because you never know when you're going to need them.
Okay ladies, so I hope that you were able to see kind of the way I was layering the different burlap strips. This is kind of hard for me to video projects that are tall like this, because I really need to have them like this or kind of this angle for me to work on them. So if you didn't, please comment below, and I'm more than happy to do just a really short video separate from this video where I'm showing you how I do this burlap onto the cone. So I have no problem doing that. Just let me know below, and if I get like, more than 5 people, I guess, I will go ahead and do a video for you really quickly. Anyway, so back to this. So I just did this kind of layering. I didn't want it to be smooth or even. I kind of want it to be just kind of, like the burlap just kind of fell onto the cone. And since I decided to mix up how I was going to put the cone on, or the burlap, I didn't really need to paint the cone like I did originally, because my original plan was just to kind of lay the burlap on there flat and then really embellish it up. But as it happens for all of us ladies when we're creating, the process and design process in our heads can go completely different than how we originally intended the project to be. So if you don't have the craft paint to paint this, or you don't want to paint it and you want to do yours just like this one, there is no need for you to, because you cannot see any part of the cone at all. So no worries about that. So what I'm going to be doing next, and I'm telling you because I'm not going to be able to really film myself doing a process. I'm going to do that, but I'm going to kind of show you what I'm doing, because it's going to be kind of at an angle where I have to stand this up on top of here so I can see what I'm doing and make sure everything's spaced out like I want. So what I'm going to be doing is just grabbing from this package of the glittery stamens that I shared with you that I got from Michael's. I've already done it on this one here, but I'm going to be cutting, there's like three clusters that make up one stem like this. So all I'm doing is just taking my scissors, and I'll zoom in so you can see what I'm doing here. So these scissors I bought these at CK Convention from Mona Me Gabby, like 2011 I think. I don't have the packaging obviously because it's been so long, but these are great because they have like little grippies on the handle, so I can use them to kind of open things. And then if I go back here where that little divot is, I can cut like floral wire, things like that, so I don't damage my scissors. If you don't have something like this, I think the Tim Holtz scissors would work, or maybe you can just get like an older pair from like the Dollar Tree. Like this is a cheapo pair from the Dollar Tree, and that way you have dedicated scissors to cutting things like this, so you don't ruin your good paper scissors. So all I'm doing is just going to pull these 3 sections apart. You can kind of see them right there, and I'm just going to snip these off. Grab the other one on the table. Just going to snip it like that. because I don't want to have that big of a cluster for this particular project. If I was working on something much larger, then that would look good, but to me the scale of having one big clump like that is just a little bit too much, because I'm going to be adding some other elements. And plus, this also lets my box of stamens go further, because now I have 6 little sections I can use versus just 3. And save these, always save these things. I like to use them for other different projects. You just never know when you can use some of this wire that's already wrapped with floral tape, so I like to save those kinds of items. If you don't, that's okay. I just do, because I know I can use them elsewhere. So I'm going to be using those in combination with the different glass beads that I shared with you at the first of the video. Again, these are just from Walmart, and I think these are so pretty. I love the colors. And I think that's all I'm going to be adding. I might bring in some of this yarn here. I don't know if I will or not. And I might spin around in my chair and look at something, some more of the floral stuff I have behind me. So we'll see. But you'll be able to tell. I don't know if I'm going to do the process video for the whole thing of the tree, or if I'm just going to do it for just part of it. Either way, I'll try to do something so you can kind of see, hopefully. But like I said, it's going to be kind of difficult. So the way I'm going to do this is just hot glue these and kind of stick them, you know, up and all over the tree, kind of spattered out like that, just kind of spread out. So, you know, and then have some of the beads. Let me grab some of the beads here so I can kind of show you my thought process. And then we can kind of look at this together at the end and see if I stuck with it or if I totally went different, because sometimes that happens. So I'm just going to grab a mixture. So I'll put, like, there's the white one. Of course, they're not going to be tucked up that high. It'll be down more, but I don't have them glued in yet, so they're going to go all over the place. And let's see, looks like a little gold one. Just kind of that idea is what I'm thinking, just kind of peppering the tree with all the different colored glass beads, and then kind of just adding pops of the silver and the glitter with the little stamen pieces. So that's kind of the thought process I'm thinking about doing for this project. So I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of these cut that I need for the project, get my beads out in a flat dish, so it's a little bit easier for me to grab them, and I'll be back and we will just, you can watch me put this together. So I'll see you in just a little bit.
Alright, so I ended up putting my glass beads into that really cute silver and lavender bowl I got from Tuesday morning. I love it. So now I'm just basically putting some glue onto those stamens I cut apart and just kind of tucking them in throughout the different layers of the burlap cone tree. I think it looks really, really cute. I'm very pleased with this, how this turned out. Okay, and so here I'm just showing you how I went ahead and got all of the different stamens glued to the tree, and now I'm going to be moving forward and working on adding the different glass beads. And now I'm not really picking colors. I'm trying to not have a bunch of silver altogether, so I'm going to be kind of mindful of that, but there really is no pattern other than that. You know, just making sure I don't have, like, you know, 2 or 3 silvers in a row. And I'm also going to be ended up putting 2 of the different glass beads together, small and a large. And I don't know if I show you that or not, but I do that at the end. And then here I'm just adding some more at the top, just kind of going through, and I'm liking what I have done so far. And I think I might have added 1 or 2 more, I'm not sure. Now I'm getting ready to use some of that yarn that I bought from Walmart. That's the packaging. And I'm going to be wrapping that on the base of this tree. I just wanted it for decoration. There is no purpose it serves other than just for looks. I just didn't want to add like one of my really pretty Christmas ribbons or trim, because I didn't want that to take away from the tree. So just to kind of keep it kind of that, you know, kind of low key, you know, kind of basic neutral look, I'm just doing that. Just wrapping it around, and then I just use some hot glue once I cut it to kind of tuck the end into the back of the tree. That way the yarn didn't continue to fray once I cut it. This yarn is very, very pretty. I love how it has that cream color, and it's kind of got that iridescent kind of gold flecks going through. It's very, very pretty. And now I'm going to be working on the top, I believe, and I don't think I filmed it. Yeah, I couldn't film it because of the angles. So what you're seeing is I just basically put some more of those clusters of the stamens in on the top, and then just looped some of the burlap fray when I just kind of peeled it off the pieces that I cut, basically making them burlap strings. And then I'm just made little loopies on there, and then now I'm just adding some of the different glass beads, the larger ones, alternating the colors and adding it to the top of the tree. And I think it turned out really super cute, and I will see you ladies at the end of the video where you see it, where it's on my hallway table.
Okay, Okay ladies, here is my completed burlap and glass bead stamen tree, I guess you can call it. And sorry that the lighting's a little bit dark. I wanted to show you where exactly I was putting this in my home. And this is my entryway table here. And you'll see two other projects that I've shared with you. That's my altered wood tree there. And then over there and right here are the frosted mason jar lanterns. But this video is all about the tree. So, oh, look at that really cute mirror I got from Michael's, by the way. Isn't that just so awesome? I wish it didn't say Merry Christmas because I like the style of it, but it's really, really pretty. But that way I could keep it all year is what I meant by that. And here it is. So I think this turned out really cute. I like it. And you could also make one of these to where it didn't scream Christmas so much. You could do it for like a baby shower, birthday party, something like that, because tree doesn't just mean Christmas. I mean, you can have tree stuff all year long if you want to, at least in my opinion. So there's the top, and I just think it looks really super cute. I like it, and it just kind of fits in really nicely with the decor that I have on my entry table. And I'll turn it around so you can see all the other sides, because I know it's kind of difficult for me to video this, or for you folks to see this when it's on my craft table. So. And I just really like that touch of the gold and silver trim that's on the bottom. I just think it looks really cute. There we go. I was trying to get to stay back where it was. Starting to fall off. So that's how it looks. And I hope you ladies enjoyed the tutorial for this. Please comment below and let me know if you have any questions in case I didn't go over something thoroughly or if I went too quickly, because I do tend to talk fast. So please let me know, and I'm more than happy to answer any questions that you may have, or any future video suggestions or something like that for decor or whatever. So I would love to know. So just a real quick close-up of, I turned the little lights off, the tea lights, last night. I haven't turned them back on, but I turned on my little copper lights that you see. I turned those on really quickly for the video so this didn't look quite so dark. And I think it's looking a little bit darker than I wanted, but I do need to get this video filmed, edited, and uploaded for you ladies before it's New Year's. Because I tell you, my facial pain is really ruling my life right now, and I'm really frustrated by that. But I'm going to keep on crafting on. So, like I said, please leave me any questions below in the comments. And I hope you ladies are really enjoying the Craftmas video series I'm doing on my channel this year. And make sure you check out that playlist for that. And I will see you ladies next time. So happy crafting, happy planning, and happy scrapping, and thanks for always being so very kind to me and supporting my channel. I'll see you ladies later. Bye!